Arjun anchored his small boat in the dead center of Blackwater Lake. Above him, the moon hung like a heavy, silver coin, casting a cold glow over the landscape. The water transformed into a flat sheet of black glass, reflecting nothing but the void. At the stroke of midnight, the wind died and the air went silent.
Then a voice drifted across the surface, thin as a thread, calling his name. Arjun, come back.
He checked his oxygen tank, the hissing air the only sound in the darkness. Arjun clicked on his headlamp and plunged into the freezing depths. He descended 20 meters, the pressure mounting against his ears. Suddenly, his light beam hit a jagged stone roof. As he swam further, a submerged village emerged from the silt. Houses, a school, and a temple stood in perfect, haunting rows, preserved by the icy depths of the black water.
He hovered above the town square. Dozens of figures stood motionless in the thick mud. They wore tattered clothes from a century ago, their bodies swaying slightly in the current. Their milky eyes tracked his every movement. Arjun kicked backward in terror, but a small child blocked his path. The child held out a wet, yellowed photograph. Arjun grabbed it, his heart hammering against his ribs. He shone his light on the paper. It was a group portrait of the village. There, in the center, stood Arjun himself. He wore the same heavy suit as the figures surrounding him.
He stared at his own face in the frame, frozen in time. The child tilted its head and whispered through the water, "You finally came back." Suddenly, dozens of pale, skeletal hands reached out,
grasping for his boots. His oxygen alarm blared a sharp, rhythmic warning that echoed in his skull. Arjun dropped the photo and kicked desperately toward the surface. He broke the water, his lungs burning for air, and hauled himself onto the boat. He scrambled for his radio, but his hands shook too violently to hold the handset. Then he looked down at the deck. The photograph lay there, damp and heavy. In the image, he was now standing closer to the camera.
At dawn, the rescue team found the boat empty. No gear, no body, only the photograph on the bench. It showed the entire village, with Arjun now standing in the front row, staring directly into the lens. The lake was silent once more.